would you describe yourself and your music?
If you never heard my music, I would say it sounds like kind of like Michael Jackson or Prince, and kind of like Daft Punk or Chemical Brothers, that kind of vibe. Kind of funky, electronic. I would say maybe digital soul. Digital soul. How does that sound? Is it good? That's a good answer? That's a good answer.
And Mystery Schools, why that name? How did you choose it?
Well, my actual name is I'm Luis Alberto, and I felt like maybe if I had that name in the States, people would think I was like singing Spanish all the time or something. And so I think to be called a different name, like Mystery Skulls, I think it evokes more of like something darker, something bigger than something more awesome. And so I think it's easier to write songs from a perspective of being called Mystery Skulls.
And how did you realize that you wanted to be in music?
I've always loved music. At an early age, I was really into, like we were talking about, Michael Jackson and Prince, and then my family moved to Toronto when I was we were I was raised in Venezuela, and then we moved to Toronto in Canada when I was 8, and so that was the first time I found electronic music and Daft Punk, and so I've been into it ever since then. I mean, as far as like really being into music, but I started when I was like 18. I was working at a record store, and I couldn't really play music yet. So I was just a fan. Like I was a big fan before I could play it. So by the time I like decided to start playing music, it was pretty crazy. Like I was like, whoa, this is not easier than I thought, but like I was like, I'm just a big fan. So like I know all these things, because I've only listened to music forever, I think a lot of people that maybe just only played music, they don't listen to that much music. So I kind of took it in for years, but I'm very proud of that.
And who are your musical influences?
Of all time, I really love Stevie Wonder. I love the Temptations. I love Nina Simone. I love Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. I love all the stuff from that era. And then as far as producers, I love Timbaland, and I love Babyface, and I like Dark Child, and all those people. Like I was just idolizing all those people.
And what inspired you to make your music?
That's a good question. I was I was I was a teacher at a school. I was teaching children how to play the guitar and drums and singing and stuff. And I started making the Mystery Skull songs just for fun. Like I was just kind of like sitting at home, and I was making some songs, and I put them on I put them on Tumblr, and then I was making these weird little videos on YouTube, and people started finding them, and so I don't want to say it happened by accident, but it wasn't as intentional as you would imagine. It was more like I remember I was working at that school, and this guy came up to me one day, and he's like, "Aren't you Mystery Skulls? Like, you work here?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I love your music." It was really trippy, and I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy." And then so yeah, it's been really amazing.
And Forever is the title of your album. So what can we find in it?
Hopefully classic songs. I worked really hard on it, and it has some pretty amazing music on there. I've got there's 2 tracks with Nile Rodgers, and there's 2 tracks with Brandy, and the guy that did all the strings, he did the strings on Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. So it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful record.
And what do you want to transmit with that title?
Um, I was really trying to think of something cool. At first, when I was like trying to title the record, I was gonna call it 3000, like like the year 3000. I was like, oh, 3000. But then I was like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. And then I thought the songs felt really good, and I just felt like it seemed like a good record. Like it came together in a really special way. Like it wasn't machined. It was like built out of love, and so it felt like it was something nice and classic. And so Forever seemed like a really fitting title.
And what's your favorite song of the album?
Um, off the record, on the record, like off on Forever, I really loved. I think my favorite track to perform, I really loved playing Magic. I'm really proud of it. And as far as like on like just when I'm listening to it at home, maybe I really love Body High. I think that's a pretty awesome song.
And like you have said, you have two songs with Nile Rodgers and Brandy. So how was working with them?
Amazing. It was a dream come true to get to work with legends like that. Like they were so sweet, you know. And Niall called me. Like he heard my music and he called me and he said, "Let's work together." And I went and hung out with him, and it was really like surreal. And then with Brandy, like I had asked, like I had this song, like I'd made this song number one, and then I really wanted to have her sing on it, and then I said, you know, maybe someone can hook it up, and it turned out that someone I know knows her. Like it was not like I asked a friend and he was like, dude, we know her. And so they showed her the song and she was like, this is so cool. And she came to the studio like a week later and we hung out, and she sang on it. And then I thought we were done. Like I said, you know, thank you for coming and this is amazing and I'll see you later. And she said, before I go, they played me your other song. It's called Magic. Can I sing on it? And I was like, of course you can sing on it. And so that's how that happened. So it was really sweet and it was cool. It was like in the same room that they made that song Blurred Lines, and it had a cool vibe. It was pretty awesome.
And which is your dream collab?
I feel like I've already done them. You know what I mean? Like me and Brandy was a dream collab. I thought that was pretty it. But as far as ones that I've never done, maybe I'd love to do a song with Prince one day, or Genuine, or Kanye, or Janet, someone cool, you know, like, but I'd be down for anyone. Like I think working with Brandy was pretty special. I was a fan of hers for I'm still a huge fan. So to get to work with her was pretty amazing.
Of all the songs of the music history, which would you wish you have written or sing originally?
Pony by Genuine, you know, Pony. That's a good song. I wish that was my song. Yeah, that would be it. Pony by Genuine. If you've never heard it, listen to Pony by Genuine. I promise it's the coolest song.
And what's your song of the moment?
I feel like song of the moment. That's a really good question. I really like the new single by a guy called Marcus Marr from the UK. He's an electronic producer. He has a new song out called Brown Sauce, and I really love it. It's awesome.
Do you have any secret ability?
Secret ability? Not so secret. I can actually speak Spanish. Sorry. I mean, we're doing this interview in English, but that may be a secret ability. Not that secret. Yeah, that's all. That's the only ones that we know of.
What's your biggest obsession?
Pizza. I love pizza. Is that weird? No, that's not that weird. Okay.
And last one, in 5 years, where would you like to see yourself?
Alive. I'm kidding. Hopefully still touring, and you know, like this year has been really amazing, and this is my first time to play here in Spain, and I'm coming back in August to play Ibiza, and so I think hopefully still touring and playing really good shows and making good songs with awesome people.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.